Hello and welcome to Channel's Book Club. I am Olakunle Kasumo. Compliments of the season. Merry Christmas, and we hope you are having a great time with your family and friends during this festive period. In the spirit of the season, let's get started with a chat with Vincent Chiedu, author of this book titled 100 Things Jesus Did Not Say. It took Victor 12 years to write this book that explores numerous topics and issues often misunderstood and misapplied by many, according to him. It's a bold and thought-provoking book that raises many questions as much as it answers many others. Here are some chapter examples. Chapter 1, Jesus did not say men were better than women. Chapter 15, Jesus did not say we could not read or depend on other books other than the Bible. Chapter 21, Jesus did not say we should hate money. And there's also a chapter that says Jesus did not say ambition is evil. There are many more from where those came from. But here's our chat with Vincent Chiedu. Enjoy it. Vincent, nice to have you on Channel's Book Club.
Great to be here.
Thanks for joining us.
My pleasure.
You've had many years, working in the private sector.
Correct.
And then now you do a lot of speaking and writing. Tell me a bit more about your background.
It's been quite a checkered one. I studied mechanical engineering at University of Benin, graduated with a bachelor's degree in mechanical engineering. And when I graduated, I couldn't get a job, and I was driving my father's car around town and said to myself, how can you be a mechanical engineer and not be able to fix it? So I went and, immersed myself in the automobile industry. Went to General Motors, did some training, went to the US, got another degree, and so over the last 20 plus years, I've just been focused on the automobile industry,
Interesting, yes. Interesting. Now, let's get down to writing for you now. You've chosen to write religious books or spiritual books, if I may put it that way. I've always been interested in that genre, and in Nigeria, a lot of people believe that those are the best-selling books in the country. I mean, a lot of people will tell you that. Okay. So, what's your take on why did you decide to write along, that line, and how has it been for you?
Well, I think if you ask most writers, they didn't choose to write. Writing chose them. For me, I get literally haunted by a lot of ideas that swirl around my mind, and makes me so uncomfortable, and I don't get any rest until I pen it down, So it's one thing to pen it down or type it on a computer, but you have to condense it into a volume that you can share with, humanity, hopefully touch somebody's life for the good. You said people think or suppose that Christian books or religious books are the best-selling books. Society is framed on certain pillars. There has to be a framework on which you govern and order society. And typically those things are invisible. They're abstract. They're spiritual in a way. And so as society evolves, there's that molding of what is the proper framework for that society. Till eventually you have a society that is beneficial for everybody. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. This is your second book. 100 Things Jesus Did Not Say About. I have to say that's a very interesting top title. I was intrigued when I first saw your book. 100 Things Jesus Did Not Say About. What inspired this? And what was it like writing this?
Well, I've been a Christian for a while, a number of years. And as I grew in the faith, I began to discover there were certain things that were prevalent in the practice of the Christian faith that simply didn't line up with the things that were in the Bible. And I found out that the reason was because many people will not take the time and the trouble to go and read for themselves what was in the Bible so they could apply it to their personal lives. By not doing so, they allow themselves to be subjected to all kinds of manipulation, deception, sometimes quite innocently, but that is the net result. And if you're not living your Christian life, by the doctrines of God and living by the doctrines of men, you will not get the result that is God ordained for your life. So, like I said, I got troubled, haunted, literally, to pen down some of the things I had seen in the scriptures that didn't line up. I was seen across all spectra of the organized church. And hopefully somebody may, learn something and apply it to his life. There's a lot of copious scriptural references in the book, so it's not my idea. It's scriptures that you can cross-reference and then, make up your mind for yourself.
Interesting. It's quite a big book. We're talking of about 382 pages here. And I noticed it, just like you've said, cuts across almost every imaginable topic out there. Chapter 1, Jesus did not say men were better than women. Interesting. Let me read something you wrote there. Many feminists, it's a world of feminists now. Many feminists have concluded that the Bible is biased against women, isn't it?
Well, is it?
Isn't it?
It's not. I
want to get you talking on that chapter.
Yes, it's easy to conclude that it is, but if you immerse yourself in the Word of God itself, as a woman, and as a man even, you'll find that as it's clearly declared in the New Testament that in heaven there's neither male nor female. The gender distinctions that we have on earth is just a temporary rite of passage in the 70 plus years you have here. But when God looks down from heaven, he sees you as either a child of God or not a child of God. He doesn't see you as a man or a woman. Even research has shown that women are many instances more competent than men intellectually, academically. Even in the workplace, they're more loyal and focused. And, so there are gender roles that have been assigned at creation or at conception. If you live your life by that gender distinction, you will have the utmost fulfillment that life offers you.
But you wrote this because what you've just said now is contrary to